What happened right after we got here? Agents were here. These trucks over here, as our photojournalist Will Greiner is showing you, are the last of those agents. Their preliminary survey results say this was not a tornado. In fact, we're going to show you how big of a magnitude something like this can cause.
I asked him, how much time did you spend in the facility? He said 14 days.
The other side of the building, there were folks trying to block another entrance. But in the meantime, people were coming into work at the beginning of the day. That's just simply to assist with the transition as they have agents, he says, that need to go back to their respective areas, but also transition to other areas of assignment. I mean, that is how it's been, Frank, all night since we were outside. I want to paint the scene of how we got to what the environment feels like right now. Agents did end up moving out in an entire congregation, leaving this entire area just to State Patrol and Minneapolis Police. The protests that were kind of condensed in this area were right smack dab against the train station, as you can see right there. So we'll be curious to see if that's where things consolidate to today, even if we see the crowds that we saw yesterday. There was a line of folks that walked in the room, again, before it all began. They were all wearing Annunciation shirts, and in that line was the father, mother, and also Fletcher's sister. That right there kind of shows the material of what this snow looks like. If I grab that O right here. Ma'am, do you know exactly where everyone is marching to? And where?
No idea.
Okay. And how long have you been out here yourself?
We've been out here for probably 45 minutes, an hour.
Where did you travel from?
We live just in Longfellow.
Well, bears were caught on cameras just like this one, but the family says, what would you do for the next steps? Investigators are saying that they are searching 3 different properties related to Westman at this time. They're doing so tirelessly.
Do you love your mom? How much? Show me how much. That much?
It's a sunny Thursday morning in the Stevens Square neighborhood.
Usually there's several people standing right here dealing drugs.
Where Jim Rubin manages 600 properties, give or take.
This crime is on my front step.
And describes his daily drop-by.
I have to see people lined up here, standing here, sitting on my front step, openly dealing drugs.
Videos he shared show what he witnesses.
The reason we're not seeing it is it's a little chilly, but we also have us walking around with the camera, so they're not going to come out now.
Do you think they're watching?
Yeah. Yep.
So we watched from afar, a tinted window from above on the corner of 19th and Nicollet.
It's right in the open. You can see the drugs and you can see the cash.
In August, one of Rubin's tenants said that Mint Properties, the company Rubin owns, hired a security firm, but the firm backed out, a topic that the tenant took to TikTok.
They decided the problems with crime exceed their resources to control.
That's actually the 4th security firm that we've tried to hire to help police this area.
A problem so vast, he spoke to the police chief himself. You remember that conversation?
Yes. The main driver of the issue is people that are hanging out, either smoking marijuana or selling marijuana. And because that is not a crime, that makes it very difficult.
We showed Chief O'Hara what we witnessed on Thursday morning. Is it just marijuana?
It is not exclusively marijuana. We have had arrests for other types of drugs in the area. But the problem does appear to be predominantly marijuana sales.
The chief says that can lead to conflict and worse actions, including gunfire like this. He adds that staffing has presented a challenge, all while they're dealing with a higher than average caseload.
Trying to get the courts to approve geographic restrictions on the individuals that we find out there repeatedly selling drugs, loitering.
After a shooting that just occurred on Monday, and spots like this that drill into Rubin's mind.
Somebody was shot and killed right here.
He chooses to stay optimistic.
The city has lost control. We will get it done. I have to get it done because the neighborhood's not going to function.
Frankie McLister, WCCO News. Before Scarlett got to see her mom again, excitement filled the room. Are you excited? Yes. Because your mom is close. Yes. Your mom is very close. Weeks and weeks of anticipation.
She's asking every day, where's my mommy? Where's my mommy? And says, your mom's coming soon.
That's the woman who watched her for a month, made possible by a legal form Scarlett's parents signed as an extra precaution in case they were detained. Thank you for watching my daughter.
Todos los lunes.
Every Monday, they'd tell me I needed to wait. Scarlett's mom, Janet, says she came to the U.S. from Ecuador for her kids just 2 years ago. She isn't a citizen and is seeking asylum with a year to prove her situation.
¿Estás una criminal?
No.
I asked, are you a criminal? She said no. And after I asked why, she said she needed to leave my country to work for my kids. The family was driving in mid-January when agents pulled them over. I kissed my kids, and I said, let me give them a hug and kisses, because I might not come back. That was the moment she'd feared. Janet says she was detained along with her husband and 4-year-old. I said, I have 2 kids, but they didn't care. Scarlett went to the family friend, while the rest of the family was sent to a Texas immigration facility. With the help of a lawyer, Janet and her 4-year-old are back home, but her husband deported. I'm happy because I'm with my daughter, but sad because my husband is gone. Right now, it still doesn't feel safe. And despite that feeling, I'm not leaving again. Now, a monitoring device remains on Janet's ankle. She says that an online fundraiser also helped her pay for her flight home today. She also said that she's going to remain indoors, Frank, with her 2 daughters while they just simply try and figure out their next steps and try and prove their asylum case.